Gary Vee, the polarizing, entrepreneurially minded businessman juggernaut, has had an incredible impact on my life path and millions of others. But one piece of advice stands the tallest amongst them all. Hey guys, it's Ethan here, back with another video, and this topic I'm super excited to talk about because it's really impacted my mindset and life trajectory once I put the pieces together myself. If you're at all interested in getting an inside look at a top business exec, content creation, marketing, or even general life balance, GaryVee's should definitely be a staple name of people to look into. He gives his audience an inside look of his day-to-day running a massive marketing agency, constant content creation, and an outlook on how happiness should be the North Star and goal in life.
The gateway to happiness is to love your process, whatever that may be, whether that creates wealth or doesn't, if that creates legacy and art or it doesn't, that creates impact on the world or it doesn't.
So this video is really all about the different philosophies Gary has preached over the years through his content and the way that I've been able to process his perspective and make it work for myself. First off, I will say in the beginning of just hearing about Gary Vee a few years ago, he was extremely polarizing, where he came off as someone who would preach working hard would solve all problems. On the surface level, he had very simple answers that almost seemed a little arrogant, where loving the grind and the process of being an entrepreneur was where success stems from. This mantra of working through the suck or the pain, it was a cure-all to most issues. For me, this actually resonated with me because I genuinely love the process of working through the shit and grinding through failures. And the more I listened to his content, the more valuable information I received and took in. There's countless topics he's discussed with his content that I really resonated with. First, he's the sole reason why I got into sports cards, which I've seen amazing returns in, more than doubling my investment in less than a year. Second, he talks about how content creators should see hate and troll comments through a different lens. He talks about viewing things with compassion and empathy. YouTube comments are really a toxic environment to spend a lot of your time in, but these people who leave negative comments on their channel not only spend time out of their day to watch your content, but they're also in such a horrible place in life where they need to make fun of you to feel better about themselves. This was the advice that he gave Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio on how to deal with the hate they were receiving from TikTok through a lens of empathy. This opened my eyes to a whole new perspective that helped me deal with negative comments so much better. Third example is talking about how the social dynamics of people flexing on Instagram or social media with a new car, new house, or new designer clothes. He talked about how people work miserable jobs that they hate to afford a lifestyle that doesn't really make them too happy, but on social media, present it in a way that looks perfect. But the thing is, you don't even care about these people, so it's like a perpetual cycle of being unhappy, living unhappily, to look happy on social media. This parlayed into me staying at home to live rent-free with my parents, to pursue content creation at scale, and to really stop caring about what others think. The list can go on, but it's safe to say Gary Vee is easily top 5 most influential people of my life. And it's a little bit weird to say just because I haven't really met him and only consume his content. But the main thing I learned from him is more business and entrepreneurial minded. It's helped me structure out my time running my own business into 2 different categories. First, you have offense, then defense. He preaches about how most business owners he knows and speaks to are very defensive-minded when running their operations. For example, doing things that will help them maintain business and stability, whereas offense is all about taking risks, finding new opportunities, and with all that comes failure. And this just brought me a lot of clarity and helped me understand how I want to spend my time. If you watch my poker videos, you know I play a very aggressive style which involves a lot of risk. That's pretty similar with how I operate day-to-day outside poker as well. I've come to the point where I love failure and embrace it because each failure is a learning opportunity. You can't learn without failing. And just like poker, I love being aggressive with new ventures and opportunities. You just never really know when you're able to luck box a backdoor flush draw and bank a massive pot. So what's my business and what am I doing? I have a very vague answer for this, but my focus is and always has been content first. When I started playing poker, I vlogged my 4th or 5th session ever, and I knew I wanted to make content out of it. Flash forward 2 years later, I'm fortunate enough to say that the poker videos have been performing super well recently and can be a consistent thing. knock on wood. As well as YouTube is going, I've run a channel in the past and know that YouTube channel follows a bell curve of success and relevance. As I'm currently experiencing an upward trend, you just never know when I can become irrelevant or people stop watching poker videos or any number of different reasons of how the Rampage Poker channel will stop making money. It could be a month from now, a year, or a few years. This is simply inevitable. When I quit my job to do YouTube full time, I knew this going in and had to not only focus on growing Rampage Poker, but also find a secondary sustainable venture as a backup plan. So now, as weird as it sounds, I consider playing poker as a defensive aspect of my business and YouTube channel. By playing 3 to 4 times a week, I'm able to consistently provide the most amount of poker content on YouTube to keep the revenue stream going and with hopes to continually grow the subscriber and view count during my uptrend. For the past few weeks, I found myself stuck and unproductive because on the days that I played poker, I noticed I wasn't doing much else, considering that my travel is 2 hours plus round trip, 1 hour of charging my car, then a 3 to 6 hour long poker session. That really takes up the majority of my day. Still, on these days, I find myself taking the easy route and coasting. I'm making this video to not only talk about my offensive initiatives, but also push myself to do more. So what are my offensive initiatives? For 2021, I've begun to start doing a lot of random stuff that's really all over the place, but I'll try to convey it in a structured way. When it comes to the Rampage Poker channel, I recently hired a good buddy of mine to edit the poker vlogs to increase quality. Shout out to Carl, since he's also shooting this and edits these personal videos as well. I personally just don't have the editing skills that was needed to push my videos to the next tier that I saw Vibes, Nimi, Brad, and Mariano's videos at. This new hire also forces me to continually make content to not only afford paying Carl, but also have some profit on the back end for myself as well. Secondly, I've really focused more on creating TikToks as it's a massive opportunity for brand awareness to a new demographic and can convert some TikTok followers into YouTube. Wolfgang Poker and the Next Gen guys have crushed it, garnering close to 100,000 followers in a short time frame, with some videos getting over 1 million views. The growth potential is insane and definitely something I'm focusing more time into, learning about, and creating content for. So if you want to follow me there, I'm posting old clips twice a day on my TikTok page, Rampage Poker. Third, I'm trying new ways to create more income streams for the Rampage Poker brand that makes sense. This can be partnering with sponsors, creating valuable merch items, or promoting affiliate links like Webull. On top of all of that, I'm trying to create a fallback plan for content once Rampage Poker does eventually die out. It's very early on in my YouTube career, as I'll call it, but it's better to be prepared and planned for the worst. This is where this channel comes in. I don't see poker as a forever thing for me, and if I'm able to create a channel where I can just freely make videos about my interests and life outside poker, it could be a net positive for everyone who wants to watch. So with the help of Carl, this is an experiment where we can post high quality videos once a week, and who knows, maybe this channel could be just as successful as Rampage Poker. This is similar to my other failed YouTube ventures like Daily Nines and Splitting Deuces. I learned again just how hard it is to build a YouTube channel from scratch. Lastly, a lot of my offensive efforts is now trying to find something as rewarding as YouTube, but also something that creates a more passive income stream opportunity. As I've been living this content creation life so far, it's safe to say that it's a real grind, and eventually I will want to take a break. But if all my income streams rely on me physically doing something or pumping out videos, I'm kind of screwed here. So I've been experimenting with a new thing called YouTube automation, where you essentially pay other people to make content for you, like $25 or $50 a video, upload those YouTube videos on your own channel, and hope that the channel can grow and outperform the base cost of these videos. This could be a total bust, but I'm going to try to keep the channel names private and grow them organically. Other passive ideas is to potentially build an online business. This is why I tried the whole dropshipping thing with Passion Prints. I know very little about the world of dropshipping, but it not only seemed like a cool video idea, but also something that seems very profitable if done correctly. If I'm able to learn the correct way of starting and running an online business, that might be another move, but for now, I'm just happy to be able to have an artistic outlet whenever I want a new wall art for a wholesale price. So this long ramble wraps up this video. If this is something you took value from, drop a like, let me know in the comments below. Gary Vee's story inspired me to take that leap of faith, and maybe this video about my experiences and plans may just get one person to do the same. See you next Tuesday.